At 5 in the morning, the city of Vancouver was still half asleep, its streets wrapped in fog and the faint hum of rain on glass. Inside a narrow apartment on Hastings Street, Emma Rose sat at her kitchen table, hands cupped around a mug she hadn't touched. The fridge light glowed softly on a faded photo of her father. His smile steady, a note beneath it reading, "Truth sets you free." Then came the pounding. 3 sharp knocks that cut through the silence like gunfire. She flinched, heartbeat loud in her ears. When she opened the door, Gabriel Stone, her quiet neighbor, stood there soaked to the bone, eyes wild. "Emma," he said, breathless. "Don't go to work today. If you do, you won't come back." Her throat tightened. "What are you talking about?" He set a rain-soaked envelope on her table. "Your father knew this day would come." The door slammed shut behind him, leaving Emma frozen between disbelief and a rising sense of dread. Outside, sirens wailed somewhere in the distance. Inside, the envelope bled water onto the table, proof that her father's secrets hadn't died with him. Sparkle, stay till the end to uncover the truth. Like this video and subscribe to Canada's Heartfelt Tales for stories that will keep your heart racing. Under the pale morning light, Emma Rose stood motionless in her apartment, the sound of rain dripping from the window ledge counting down the seconds she had left to decide whether to trust a stranger's warning. The envelope Gabriel left sat on her kitchen table, its edges curling from the moisture. Every instinct told her to throw it away, to go to work, to keep pretending her quiet life was safe. But the silence around her felt too heavy, too deliberate, as if the walls themselves were waiting for her to move. She tore it open. Inside was a single folded page, its ink slightly blurred but her father's handwriting unmistakable. "If you're reading this, Emma, they've made their move. Don't let them use you." The words stopped her breath. It was dated 6 years ago, 2 weeks before the day he supposedly died of a stroke. Her hands trembled, but she kept reading. Beneath the message, there was a string of numbers, coordinates, and the phrase, "Gene Vault. Tell no one." Her phone buzzed with a new message from her manager, Derek. "Don't be late today. Kyo review at 9. Mandatory presence." Her stomach turned cold. She typed back quickly, "Working from home. Uploaded analysis early." Then she deleted the message before pressing send. The screen flickered. For a split second, her reflection merged with her father's photo on the fridge. She whispered, "Dad, what did you leave me in?" By 8 a.m., the entire city was waking to the rhythm of office lights and rushing traffic. Emma logged onto her laptop to check her files, but something had changed. One document, G7 Vault Final Audit, wasn't there yesterday. It carried her father's encryption key. When she opened it, the screen glitched, showing lines of code and fragments of corporate data tied to genetic research contracts under Coleman Capital Group. The name Evelyn Cross appeared at the top of every approval form. Evelyn, the same executive who smiled at her in the elevator, who remembered no one's names but always noticed who stayed quiet. Her pulse quickened. She clicked the Access History tab. A red flag appeared. File opened today, 7:52 a.m. Location, Coleman Capital HQ. She whispered, "That's impossible." Her phone rang. Unknown number. "Ms. Rowe. This is Officer Martinez with the NYPD. We have video footage showing you entering Coleman Capital this morning. Can you confirm your whereabouts?" "What? No, I've been home since." The officer's tone shifted. "We have badge scans and biometric verification under your ID. We need you to come in for questioning." The line went dead. Emma sat frozen, staring at the reflection of her own terrified face in the black screen. Someone had stolen her identity. Someone wanted her name attached to something terrible. She rushed to her closet, pulling out a raincoat and her father's old briefcase, the one she'd never opened. Inside, wrapped in a faded handkerchief, was a USB stick labeled failsafe. She didn't remember seeing it before. Her father must have hidden it there before his death. The doorbell rang again, this time a slow, deliberate rhythm. Through the peephole, she saw a man in a dark coat, his expression calm, his eyes steady. "Ms. Rowe." he said when she cracked the door open. "My name is Nathan Hale. I worked with your father." Her voice wavered. "You knew him. He was a good man. Too honest for the company he worked for." Nathan's voice softened. "They called it a stroke, didn't they?" She nodded slowly. "It wasn't. It was murder." The air between them grew heavy. Nathan stepped inside quietly, scanning the apartment with the precision of someone used to danger. "They're after something called Gene Vault," he continued. "Your father tried to expose it. Coleman Capital has been collecting DNA data, selling it, manipulating medical insurance records, even altering genetic profiles to control hiring processes. He found proof and hid it in their own servers, under your credentials." Emma felt her knees weaken. "You mean, they're framing me?" "Exactly. They're using your access to delete what he found, and once it's gone, so are you." Her breath hitched. Nathan slid a card across the table. "I can help, but you need to trust me." Before she could respond, a loud bang echoed outside. Tires screeched. Through the window, she caught a glimpse of two men dragging someone into a black van. Gabriel. His voice carried faintly through the rain. "Emma!" "The envelope, don't trust." Then the van disappeared into the fog. Emma ran toward the door, but Nathan grabbed her arm. "If you go after them now, you'll never come back. They know who you are." Tears blurred her vision. "He tried to warn me. He saved me." "He did," Nathan said quietly. "And now we'll make sure his death means something." Hours later, the city skyline shimmered in the reflection of police sirens. Coleman Capital was on every news channel. Explosion in the data wing, no injuries, total evacuation. The clock read 11:57 a.m. Emma's phone buzzed again. An email notification blinked. From Emma Rowe. To external secure server. Subject: Gene Vault S7 final transfer. Her heart dropped. Someone had used her account to send stolen data right before the explosion. Nathan leaned over the laptop. "They're trying to bury the truth by blaming you. But your father left something in the code. A self-triggering audit. Every time someone tries to tamper with Gene Vault, it records the user's identity." He plugged in the USB stick labeled failsafe. Streams of encrypted data filled the screen, tracing back every unauthorized login. One name flashed repeatedly in red. Evelyn Cross. Emma clenched her fists. "She killed my father. And she'll pay for it," Nathan replied. "But we need evidence strong enough to make it public." They worked through the night, their faces lit by the cold glow of the monitor. Outside, rain hammered the streets while the city carried on unaware that the foundation of one of its biggest corporations was cracking. At dawn, Nathan spoke without looking up. "You know, your father once said the system could be saved if just one honest person stood up." Emma gave a faint smile. "Then let's make sure his faith wasn't wasted." By noon, the plan was set. Emma would bait Evelyn into coming to her apartment under the pretense of surrendering quietly. Nathan's team, 2 legal advisors and a tech investigator, would record everything while the data stream automatically uploaded to federal servers. At 4 p.m. the knock came. Polished shoes. Perfect posture. That familiar cold smile. "Emma," Evelyn said sweetly, stepping inside uninvited. "I'm glad you're safe. I've spoken to the authorities. We can clear this up if you cooperate." Emma stood still. "Cooperate how?" "By admitting you accidentally triggered the transfer. We'll handle the rest internally. No one needs to know." Evelyn's tone turned sharp. "You owe the company that much after everything it's done for you." Nathan appeared from the hallway, calm but firm. "She doesn't owe you anything." Evelyn's eyes narrowed. "Mr. Hale. Still pretending to be the hero." "Not pretending," he said. "Just cleaning up what you started." Emma took a step forward, voice steady. "You tried to erase my father. You tried to erase me. But you forgot one thing, my name is built into the system. Every command you make is being logged and sent straight to the authorities." Evelyn's confidence faltered for the first time. You're bluffing. Try deleting a file, Nathan said. Evelyn slammed the laptop open, typing furiously. The room filled with the sound of rapid keys and beeping alerts. The monitor flashed. Unauthorized deletion detected. Forwarding data to SEC, FBI, and Federal Oversight Commission. She froze. Outside, sirens grew louder, blue and red lights reflecting through the rain-streaked windows. The door burst open as officers entered, weapons drawn. Evelyn Cross, you're under arrest for corporate fraud, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy to commit murder. Her face drained of color. This is a mistake. She's framing me. Emma stood tall. No, you framed yourself. My father made sure of it. As the officers cuffed her wrists, Evelyn turned her head, eyes burning with rage. You think you've won, little girl. You're nothing without the system. Emma met her gaze, calm and unshaken. Then it's time to build one that doesn't need monsters like you. The door closed behind them. The apartment was suddenly quiet except for the rain easing into a drizzle. Nathan exhaled slowly, relief softening his features. It's over, he said. Emma shook her head gently. No, it's just beginning. Later that evening she stood by the window, city lights stretching endlessly below. For the first time she felt the weight of her father's words. Truth sets you free. Not as a warning, but as a promise fulfilled. She opened her laptop one last time and watched as the Gene Vault servers went offline, each shutdown logged under her name. Justice was done, not with vengeance, but with truth written into every line of code her father left behind. As dawn broke again over Vancouver, Emma stepped onto the balcony, her breath visible in the cool air. Somewhere out there, her father's voice seemed to whisper through the hum of the city, steady, proud, and free. But in the far distance, across the skyline, a news chopper hovered above Coleman Capital's demolished headquarters. The camera panned to a black car pulling away from the scene, its windows tinted, a silhouette barely visible inside. Nathan's expression darkened. They weren't all caught, he murmured. Emma's eyes narrowed, the faint reflection of firelight flickering in her pupils. The fight wasn't over, but this time she wasn't the shy girl anymore. She was the storm that the powerful never saw coming. Weeks passed, and the city began to breathe again. The headlines that once carried fear now spoke of reform, accountability, and courage. From her small apartment overlooking Vancouver's harbor, Emma Rowe watched sunlight dance across the glass towers that once hid corruption. She wasn't invisible anymore. The quiet analyst who once avoided attention had become a symbol of integrity, a reminder that even a single voice could challenge an empire built on lies. She didn't crave recognition. She just wanted truth to mean something again. Every morning, she walked to work without looking over her shoulder, carrying not the weight of fear, but the calm of knowing she chose what was right. And as the sky burned gold over the Pacific, Emma smiled, free, steady, and unafraid, because the truth didn't just save her life, it taught her how to live. Dizzy, if this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe to Canada's Heartfelt Tales, where every story reminds us that quiet strength can change the world.